We had that debate with the three Republicans running in the 3rd district, did it back on May the 3rd. We were talking a lot about inflation. Well, two of the three, Gary Loeffler, Nicole Hasso, they had both said that governors should do their part to try to fight inflation and overspending. They should give back some money, send it back to Congress, some of that COVID-19 federal relief money that came to the state. Governor Kim Reynolds included in that. He disagreed. Zach Nunn, the state senator, he said that that doesn't work because Iowans would end up missing out here because the other states wouldn't also agree to give the money back. Well, Republican Senator Chuck Grassley, he's been among the Republicans who blame the Democrats for pushing too much money out there, and that's pushed up inflation. Grassley sounds like Zach Nunn when I asked him about whether Iowa's governor should give some of the money back.
Well, if you could get all 50 states to do that, that's one thing. But I think where they're coming from is that there was too much money spent after we got the economy up and running, after we shut the government down March of 2020. By Christmas time 2020, we'd had done that, and then the Democrats spent another $2 trillion 3 months later. Every Republican voted against it. Then they still wanted to do another $4.5 trillion, and Manchin saved us from that. So we have inflation because of spending too much money. So I think they're blaming the right place for it, but I think it'd be unfair to Iowa taxpayers to give money back if New York isn't going to give money back.
Now, Grassley's been criticizing the high price of meat and the record profits that mega meat plants like Tyson bring in right now at a time that consumers are suffering. He wants meat producers to get their fair share of all of this. Now, he offered this as a way that consumers could make their point, if they agree with him, that those big meat plants are pushing up prices too much just so they can make big profits.
I would only suggest this, but it's going to hurt the cattle producer, so it's kind of a bad thing to suggest. But, you know, a lot of times you get, with these high prices, you have a consumer revolt against it. Just don't buy from JBS and Tyson's. Go to your local markets and your local kills. Like I could go to the Cedar Falls locker to buy my meat instead of getting Tyson's foods out of some other supermarket. It's just one example.
All right, now some other Republicans are talking about this kitty litter box thing that's been spread across social media here. What they're claiming here is that schools are having to put these into bathrooms, student bathrooms, because students are identifying as cats, this furry sensation. This thing has been debunked by fact checkers across the country repeatedly. But the Fort Dodge Messenger reported that Fort Dodge Republican State Senator Tim Kryenbrink brought up the kitty litter boxes at schools during a legislative forum last weekend. The newspaper quoted him as saying that now this didn't happen in Fort Dodge's schools, but did in an unnamed school in his Senate district. The paper said, he said, quote, "They're requiring these schools to put kitty litter boxes in the bathroom. The thing is, these things are happening in Iowa on a regular basis and nobody knows it because the media doesn't cover these things." So I saw this, I reached out to the senator to say that we've been unable to find this in any Iowa school, and he emailed me back. He said he misspoke when he was at that forum, and he wrote, "What I intended to say and what I was told by a constituent was a school board in this area was asked to place these boxes in its bathroom, but declined." He did not specify which district this allegedly was, but said administrators handled the situation appropriately. He said that he apologizes for all this, doesn't want to take away attention from the important issue of school choice. Of course, school choice is that one issue that is kind of holding up the legislative session right now as the governor tries to get the voucher plan pushed through the House. Up next, the challenge for Mrs. Bonser's egg noodles in small town Iowa.